What's happening? About to go to town here for a little bit. In a little bit, it's 9 o'clock. I'll probably go to town about like 11 or so. But as I said, um, they already put a check on like Trump's entire tariff plan. They're saying that even if the Congress wanted to give him the ability to tariff people the way he's tariffing, them doing that would be an abdication of their duties and therefore unconstitutional. So they ruled against all his tariffs and his tariff power. That means he's checked going forward. We don't have the power to do that anymore. The markets will stabilize. Finally. Everyone's going to see that he's full of shit, that he's not pulling in billions of dollars, that whatever. The problem is that Trump's whole MO is thriving off of chaos and confusion. The whole thing that tariff is an economic term that was even up for debate. This go around, he thrives on that kind of shit. That you don't know who pays the tariff. So he thrives on your ignorance. Understand that just not knowing is that's not stupid. You just don't know. Dunning-Kruger. You think you know how the shipping works. You think you know how the economy works. You think you know that America is the most powerful. Everything you know is wrong. Everything you know is wrong. It's a charade. As I said, China was happy to buy up our debt because their economy is exploding so well and doing so good that they become a new emergent market for everyone to invest in. They don't want that because that raises the value of their money. So to keep people from buying into their currency so they can continue this increase, you know what I mean? Without falling into what we fell into. The dollar rising, you know what I mean, and the value and the people also rising. They offset it by buying our debt. Now, whether this is a plan between Republicans, because they tend to be business owners, and they know, and so therefore they're willing to, because there is big money in hiding this game. That America is super ultra rich. And everybody else basically kind of works for us. We are the predestined, predetermined winners of all. We were born right here in the United States. That means we win. We shoot the BB gun each and every time. Every time. Vietnam shot the BB gun, didn't we? Sure we did. Iraq War, sure we did. Oh, we rolled over there and we showed them exactly who shoots the BB gun, didn't we? So, we are suffering the same thing that Britain suffered. One of the colonies that we're trying to control is acting up. Well, if we let that happen, then rebellion might surge. There's a small, imagine this small country talking shit. It's a little small, little group of people talking shit against the mighty dragon. I'm pretty soon everybody's going to think that the mighty dragon's not that strong. Imagine the other dragons coming up. They want to sit in the dragon throne room. So we got to squash all the smaller dragons to prove that we're the biggest dragon. Because we're America. Don't have the biggest population. Have the biggest egos. Don't have the best of anything anymore. Still the biggest egos. All the tech jobs, real tech jobs, overseas. All the pioneering in anything science, overseas. Because here in America, we're so anal about things. We want all the rewards, but we don't want any of the learning curve. So we farm out things like we do cruelty-free products. Other countries, we just sell their products here. Right? You guys know that. I mean, I remember being young and they started talking about dolphin safe tuna. And I was like 6 or 7. I immediately got disgusted. What about tuna safe tuna, motherfucker? So one aquatic life is we can just pull them up by the boatload, and the other one don't even get one in there? You're sick. You're sick. On top of that, I don't like the taste of tuna as much anymore. Being honest. At least I can be honest about it. Unlike these people that are walking around eating cow, chicken, pig, and pre-approved animals, then when you start talking about eating a cat or a... Ugh! Not Snarfles. Fuck you. Snarfles is a nice source of protein. Just because you carry it in your purse doesn't mean I can't fucking eat that motherfucker. I'm honest. Meat is meat. Flesh is flesh. This is muscle. This isn't cow. Even a cow, that's not cow. That's muscle tissue. That's why there's blood coming out of it. That's why it's bloody when you cook it. It's still raw in the center. Yeah. So that whole life being sacred shit, suck a dick. Even if you're vegan, plant life isn't valuable. It bleeds. If you cut it, sap comes out. It's alive, it's growing, and then you cut it off to eat it. In order for us to stay alive, things must die. Including us. We're just the only ones that don't give back to nature anything. We just take. No wonder this place is going to shit. Other animals kill other animals, but when they die, their body is fucking food for the buzzards. They become part of the circle. Not us. We're 4D. We're outside the circle. We've evolved beyond the circle. We're not part of the circle. We're not in the circle. We don't belong. We rule the circle. We're the head. So much the head of the circle, we sit actually literally above and off of. We just chop this whole part off, and that's the body. The head can go do whatever it wants to do. Build cities, trash their life, throw away fucking food while people are starving. It's separate and different. The bone structure in this, like with the 2 bones in here, that's completely unique. If you look at a dog, they don't have like this, just, like this, with 2 bones right here and a bone right here. The human skeleton is completely unique to the human animal. Completely different. No other animal has a heart and a stomach and lungs, 2 noses, 2 eyes. So why would an animal that has expressive things like eyebrows, like a dog, people think can communicate with, we're all surprised that fucking dolphins seem to communicate. Really? You mean they might be as intelligent as humans? Nothing is intelligent as humans. What if cats and dogs are way smarter than us? They just don't have fucking thumbs. As I said, I was making my first album. I was recording my first album at my friend's studio, Scott. And we were talking about, I was like, they always talk about humans are the most evolved. And he's like, yeah. Well, Monkeys have thumbs on their hands and feet, and they don't pay anything for housing or food. They don't have to work jobs. Their life is free. And then he started talking, he says the opposable thumb conspiracy. And I was like, that would be a great name for a song or a band or an album, something. But I love the opposable thumb conspiracy. They don't go see therapists. Matter of fact, we're the only ones that go see therapists. That's not exactly. Yes, it's true. Those other people are going to see friends. Seeking counsel, that's different from therapy. Someone, I'm wrong. Can you show me how to be right? Yes, I have a degree. See that right there? Proof that I'm right and you're wrong. Have a seat. You're in luck. I know exactly how to treat your situation. No, I know we've never met before. I know what's wrong with you. Well, it sounds like in the classic case. Right, but what if it's not that? It's just medicine. And try something else. Right, and what if none of them work? I'm fine. I told you. See, I'm right. You're wrong. I get paid. Your insurance pays. So I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Not really my concern, Doc. But sure, thanks. But if they continue to check Trump, my thought again is that Project Enough Rope they've got him. He's done enough shit that they have no problem to get him and all of his cronies tied all together, very obviously. They already had fucking Jack Smith already had the trial ready to go to lay out against him in such a simple format. There really was no defense for the shit he already done. So now they just got to bring that charge, any current charges, anything he's done, since election, before, any of that shit. And they just lay it all out. And everybody goes, oh, fuck. But if they continue to check him, he's going to implode. He thrives on people saying no in public. You're saying no in private, he just backs off. He is a total coward. He always chickens out. Always. Because he's pretending to be tough. Let's just look at who he is. Have you ever known any tough prep school boys? Tough. He went to the military academy. He went to Wharton School of Business. There is nothing in this history to suggest tough. He struggled and scraped through hard times. His family really had it rough growing up, but he made it. And then he scraped through school, and he was harassed and bothered all through school, but he made it. He's tough as nails. He was going to college. He didn't have the money. He worked 2 jobs, and he made it. Nothing was going to deter him from his thing. They said he couldn't do this. He made a way. He did it. No. Anytime there's any real struggle, he checks out. Because he knows that posturing big with a lot of cash is enough to do it, usually. I'll have lawyers, and that's enough to be like, fuck. Yeah, I don't want to fucking take this, because he does have a lot of lawyers. But if that illusion is shaken and destroyed, he has nothing. He has nothing. He doesn't have the law on his side. He has the people on his side, and the will of the people can change the law if enough of them get together and decide they want to. We are the government. We are the body of the government. If we change, then we can change the Constitution to say that Donald Trump alone can be president when he's dead. We can change that. The problem is that kind of thing happens for, like, someone who earned it. King Arthur, Robin Hood, some legendary persons. Like, even though he's dead, that is the model of what we want going forward. So if you can't do this, and this like he did, don't even try and step in that chair. Don't even bother. Cheat on your wife? Go fuck yourself. Not welcome. Go fuck yourself. Not welcome. We'd rather have his ghost and the memory of what would he do? Yeah, that's what he'd do. We'd rather have that than you. Donald Trump is the you. Jesus Christ or God. We'd rather have that, just the illusion and a picture of Jesus Christ and the role of what he did and what we ought to live up to, as opposed to 3-time adulterer, 34-time felon, once convicted fucking sexual assaulter, rapist, admitted on rape. I just grabbed him by the pussy. Rapist, that's rape. I'm sorry, that's rape. If someone were to reach their hand down his pants and start jerking, that would be rape. I just start kissing him. Rape? Sorry, it's not just sexual. It's unwanted sexual advances. Completion. Touching someone in an unwanted way. Kissing them. Groping them. Fondling them. The part is that it's unwanted. And you still did it. That's the rape part. Well, they didn't say anything. Yeah, I mean, sometimes things are just so fucking shocking you can't believe someone would actually do something like that. And if you're not really trained for, like, guys are trained to, like, if you reach down if Donald Trump reached down a guy's pants, he'd probably sock him in the eye. I know, if he started going, I'd punch him in the fucking face. I don't care who the fuck he is. Or who is around. I'd try to reach down my pants. I'm going to punch you in the fucking eye. I'm not going to hesitate. But a woman might be like, I don't know. There's guys with all men, No one on my side. No one saying, hey, dude, stop that. What are you doing, dude? Mr. President, can you get your hands out of what? No one's doing that. And they're all just gonna, well, I guess this is happening to me. And if you're willing to take that, which some people are, that's humans. We're fucking docile. We're domesticated as shit. Your boss comes in, barks some kind of bullshit, insane fucking order at you. And you just go, well, I need this job. And fuck you! I quit! What? Fuck you, we all quit. Do it yourself. What? We all quit. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be done today. Fuck you. Okay, what if we do like a week? Fuck you. I quit. I don't work here anymore. Find someone else. But this has to get done. Should have thought of that. Should have thought of that. But I pay your... Not anymore, you don't. I'll be by to get my last check. This is just a job. I'd rather work for less money than put up with your shit. It ain't worth it. No amount of money is worth this shit. No. Any amount of money for humans is worth that shit. He's your boss. You gotta do what you... Fuck you. I don't owe anybody any fucking respect. I give it until you fucking don't deserve it. Then I disrespect the fuck out of you. Every chance I can fucking get. Because you lost my respect. And that's... Man, you gotta fuck up pretty good to completely lose my respect. Because I understand that humans are humans and not everybody can live up to any kind of fucking standards of this. So you have to fall in really far and then also claim you're not. You have to be like a lowly piece of shit acting like a president to draw my ire. A garbage scum individual. You know what I mean? That the real type of scum that should be burning in hell for all their evil, sinful ways. Trying to fuck their daughter. Trying to find someone who looks like their daughter to fuck. That's what the whole Miss Teen USA was about. Hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. Convincing people that you hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein is worse than... you hang out is better than Joe Biden massaging some woman's shoulders. Yes, it's creepy. But again, let's look back at his age. Kissing babies and, shaking hands and kissing the wives and whatever. That's kind of that's why we gotta get rid of some of this shit. It's why the Democratic Party is shifting. They're getting rid of like the Chuck Schumers and shit like that. The older people, they're kind of shifting them off and bringing in new blood because they want to make sure that why the fuck are young people siding with Donald Trump? There's one answer. It's not that they're not being represented. The problem is we have a stupid population that tunes in just enough. Was it just smart enough to do damage? There it is. All the people, I did my research. Until you're a fucking doctor, shut the fuck up about your own research. Because no matter what the fuck you say, I will always take a guy who has a degree over some guy watching Alex Jones. I'll take their opinion first. I'll get a second opinion from another one of those motherfuckers, and a fourth and fifth opinion before I ever come to some motherfucker who is a goddamn carpenter telling me what to do with my fucking lungs. Unless that carpenter's Jesus Christ. You roof houses? Yeah. Shut the fuck up about ivermectin. Matter of fact, when we need something about nails and shingles, we'll come talk to your stupid ass. I'm not going to a doctor to ask how to fucking re-roof a house. I'm not coming to you to find out what the fuck's going on with anything. Because your main concern is driving nails into the fucking roof. Probably the primary function of most of your life. Nails, hammers, and such. My main function is guitar, strings, whatever. Don't come to me for math questions and shit. You're gonna be all fucked up. Don't come to me for shit. You're gonna be all fucked up. I'm running on fucking straight intuition my entire life, and it's been saying fuck all this shit that they're saying to you, man. Fuck all of it. It's all lies, man. This is all bullshit. No, then how come that guy's sleeping in the fucking street? How come we have such a thing as fucking houseless? They're not homeless. Like George Carlin said. You can call the streets your home. They don't have a house. A house is a physical place. Why do we have houseless? It says in the Bible, when Jesus returns, there'll be many empty houses. Why would they stress that? Woe unto them that put house into house and fence into fence until the Son of Man cannot pass between. Gated community? So what are you doing on Sunday? Just stay home. There's no reason. There's no reason to go. There's no reason for you to go. Just knock it off. Besides, Sunday through Friday, you're supposed to be working for God. And Saturday, you're supposed to be resting. The day of rest, not the day of worship. Not bright. Just don't go. Just don't go. He's not listening to you. I promise you, he's not listening. I promise. He doesn't incline his ear to those that don't listen to him. Why would he listen to you and you're not willing to listen? But guess who would? The devil's in every pulpit. Says so in the Bible. Guess who would listen to your fucking bullshit cries? Tell you all the things, you're safe, you're fine, you're sure. I don't think that's the proper translation of that. Whether they're the adulterer making their way the rounds to the fucking church, whether they're the preacher up there teaching the wrong thing, whether the Sunday school teacher who's touching people, or even just, one in particular. But we're in love. Get the fuck out of here. How old are you? And how old are they? Yeah, that's like a 30-year difference. Is your daughter's about that same fucking age? Fucking sicko. And you think you're married, right? Your second one, right? Your second one? Yeah. And so you're going to do this? Well, at church in Sunday school. Okay. Answer your prayers. Now go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Salvation, no. Oh, you were baptized, but you need to be baptized in fire. You've been baptized in water, but you have need to be baptized in fire. And that's coming, if I'm right. Everything's primed, everything's set, everything's ready to go. All we gotta do, all we're waiting for now, if I'm correct, and they're really actually checking Trump, is for him to do it, to actually say it. Either he knows or he thinks. Even the very elect, the president-elect, will be fooled. Even the very... Why elect? I mean, you could have used elite. You could have used select. Why the very elect? Even the most knowledgeable. Even the wisest should be fooled. No, he chose the very elect. And just so happens that we call our president, when they win, the president-elect. Even he's fooled. Even he thinks he's right. I'm the chosen one. If I saw it today correctly, there was a Truth Social post that he put out that has him like in black and white, and it's like he's on a mission from God and nothing can stop him. What? I don't recall reading in the Bible, and then I'll send you Donald Trump to prevent all these calamities from happening to you. He'll be a 3-time adulterer, 34-time felon, and a rapist. And he never asked for my forgiveness. Can you show me that in the Bible where it says that? He'll openly deny asking for me or my son for forgiveness, and he represents me, by the way. Unlike any person that I've ever sent to you before. Unlike anyone else has sent to you, he denies me and my child. No, but there's a passage that you deny the Father or the Son, even they are of the Antichrist. I just don't bring God into that forgiveness, that whole thing. I just don't bring God into that. I just don't do bad things. I just don't. What's your favorite part of the book? I don't want to get into that. You don't have like a passage that you kind of like live by, that's some powerful words to you. No, it's a personal. No, and he just keeps interrupting. It's a personal thing. I don't want, because he doesn't want to offend anybody. He don't want to say Old Testament and offend any Christians. He wants to say New and offend any, you know. On top of that, it's a lie. He's never read that fucking book. He doesn't care about that fucking book. Aside from its numbers compared to the numbers of Art of the Deal. He is wholly, W-H, wholly unfit for anything. For anything. He honestly thought he and Vladimir Putin were friends. Hillary Clinton called it. Vladimir Putin would rather a puppet. His only reply was, no puppet, you're the puppet. Like a fucking 5-year-old. I know you are, but what am I? That was his response. He would have been better off just sitting there going, Can I retort to that? Yeah. As far as being a puppet, no one controls me. No one. No one can control me. I control me. So that should answer your question about being a puppet. Right there. But he can't let any accusation stand, because if it roots in the people, usually the accusations are true. With the 34 felonies, they were true. There were Trump supporters on the jury. It wasn't an unjust judge. Well, how does he keep getting nonstop unjust judges? Nonstop. Oh boy, they're just all corrupt against Donald Trump, aren't they? They're all just never Trumpers. Regardless of the crimes extending like before, like from the 90s. These are actual things that he did. Breaking the Constitution, in clear breaking the Constitution. Like, yeah, you're never dude, you cannot, Trump or not, rob a bank. You can't do that. He was one to the bank. Barely $5 million. Yeah, he makes way more than that per year. Why would he steal that? Because he's a liar. He's a compulsive liar. He's one of those people that thinks like being dad means putting on a suit. That's the developmental stage he's at in mentally. Putting on a suit, going to work, and yelling at people. That's being a boss. That's being dad. That's all he got from any of that. Dad goes to work, he yells at people, and they do what he says. I want to be just like dad. I want to wear a suit. I want to yell at people, and they do what I say. I can do this president thing. That's all he does, is wear a suit and get up there and, look, I can be so presidential. And people laugh. Because they're so fucking stupid. They think that's all that's involved in being president. Throwing Skittles at Angela Merkel. And then when she gets in his face, she's leaning over the table like, I will fuck you up! And there's nothing you can do about it, fat boy! All those people coming out of that room, and he fucking yanks them out of the way. I'm first. I'm president. I'm ahead. How are you not embarrassed every day by the stupidity that comes out of his fucking face? It just comes falling just naturally out of his face. I was on the phone the other day, and I was talking to very powerful people. They're just very. I'm not going to list names because it's just. But they assured me that I'm very, very smart, and we have the best economy ever. We had a shitty economy. Just ask anybody. Everyone was saying how we had the best economy out of everybody that suffered through COVID. We didn't really suffer. Fake news. Have him arrested. Venezuela. Just ask anybody. You from Qatar. You had the best. See, he knows. Now it's the best. Yes, Russia. Your leadership is undeniable. See, he knows. Oh, it's undeniable. You are the leader. It's undeniable. You are the president. Now do something worthwhile with the position. Rename the Gulf of Mexico. That's a top priority. On everybody's list. How long has that Gulf has just been pissing me off down there, bragging about being and all the people that come here, talking about it, you know what I mean? It's nonstop up here in fucking Michigan. It's nonstop. Where would you be without the Gulf of Mexico, huh? Where would you get your Gulfs? Huh? Where else are you going to get a Gulf like that? Yeah, but it's the Gulf of Mexico. And you can't see it. You're here in Michigan. I'm going to go back down south. I'm going to go down there and I'm going to hang out. The Gulf of Mexico. My people. Us, not America, fuckface. You owe us. Panama's all up in our shit. Fucking Florida dangling down like an old man's ball sack into the toilet bowl that is our Gulf. Get those nuts out of our Gulf, please. Matter of fact, we're just claiming it. We're just going to claim it. It's already there, and it's destined to be part of us. Because you see, it doesn't even want to be part of America. It's just sagging into the Gulf of Mexico like, please, Mexico, take us. So we're just going to take it. Every day, man. Every day I go outside. Roving packs of Mexicans wearing their fucking hats and their flags. Viva la Mexico. Caravans! I don't ever understand what they're saying because they're screaming in Spanish. But I think they're saying the Gulf of Mexico belongs to us. Whatever Buenos Dias means. I think that's the Gulf of Mexico, right? Belongs to us. You know those people that lived here before us? They want in. Why? Because we told the whole world this is the land of opportunity and everyone's welcome and you can do whatever and we want your huddled masses and you're hungry and anything is achievable here and that the world is your oyster and we can have everything and so therefore your country sucks and we're the number one country and they think that means that we can come over here and have some of it. No, we're just bragging. We have the best. Your country sucks. Stay there. Your country sucks. Why are you moving your shit? America is the best. It is the land of opportunity. What are you doing? For us. Outsiders not welcome. Unless you're from Europe. As long as you're not one from those shithole countries, you're welcome here. Do you have a job? Well, you can't come here without a job. I was going to get a job there. I'm a doctor. So you don't have a job? I'm a doctor. I can get a job. That's not too bad. But then that'd be an American that doesn't get a job. And, no, I mean, I have my own practice. I can start my own practice. But that means that someone else won't get a practice. Why? Because it's a zero-sum game. We play everything zero-sum here. If you get, then I lose. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Besides, what if your son wants to sleep with one of my daughters? Why are you so worried about your child's genitals? Are they happy? Yeah. Then what are you worried about their genitals for? And what they're doing with their genitals and other people's genitals? Were your parents disinterested in your genitals? Is this a family thing? It's like it's in your genes? Is this something you guys did as a family? Like check each other's genitals? Son, are you using your genitals in the proper way? Of course, Dad! Honey, are you using your genitals for the proper things? Mm-hmm. Good, good. That's my little straight child. Secondarily, are you happy? No. But you're using your genitals correctly? Yeah. That's my kid. Ah, 42 minutes. I gotta get the fuck out of here. It's 9:46. I gotta hit the shower and go to town. Hop on the bus. Because the wheels go round and round. But good thing is, I think time is coming. I think it can happen anytime, any day. Like I said, be not fooled. Yeshua's return will not happen until the man of sin is revealed. So, I think when there's no more question as to whether or not Donald Trump is the fucking Antichrist. And those people, I mean, it says a day of weeping and gnashing of teeth. All these ultra-Christian people find out they've been worshiping the Antichrist. It'll be a very bad, no good day. They're also gun toters. There will come a time when people will kill other people, it says in the Bible, and think they're doing a favor for God. Okay, well, I convinced you all to follow Trump, so if I kill you, then you're still saved. If I kill myself, I can beg for mercy. But none of us are getting to heaven because we're all worship the Antichrist. You got the Trump t-shirt on still. Well, he causes our spot in heaven, so we take as many as we can with us. You're not going, you're not going, you're not going, you're not going. Nothing matters because Donald Trump lied. And I'm going to hell, so. Oh yeah, I was sucking hard. Hard. I got the watch, I got the shoes, I got the hat, I got the shirt and the pants. I got the truck nuts. I got the Trump steering wheel cover. I got a Trump guitar, I don't even play. Just to own the libs. And they were right. They were stupid. Bob explains why we burned our own shit in protest. I know. I'm stupid. I can figure this out. Not make it completely worse. That's stupidity. No benefit to self. Detrimental to self. No benefit to others. Detrimental to others. Does not learn from mistakes. Will not learn. Okay, gas is running out. What can we jump? We got to jump from gasoline to what other? From magic goose to magic goose. Golden goose to golden goose. It's based on gasoline. Okay, we don't control gasoline. Let's jump to something else. Hope all the best for everybody.